But to me, waking up is like a complete dropping into the body, and then the body is life. That sounds odd, but it's like a full embracing of an emotion, because really this body is the external world. So my body doesn't end here, your body doesn't end here, there. Your body, your feelings, your sensations are the external world. So you might think that you're seeing the tree over there, but actually there is seeing happening. The same with feeling. You think that you're feeling the table or feeling the computer, that you are feeling it, but actually there is simply feeling. And the direct experience isn't that you're feeling a computer, there is feeling happening. The same with sight. There is sight happening, the same with sound. You're not hearing me, there is sound happening, and that is who you are in this moment. That's presence, that's the core of being, that's the core of life. But the person is lost in their story of it. I'm listening. That's so mental that you're listening. There is simply sound happening. There is feeling happening. And the same with emotions. Like, the emotions actually don't belong inside your body. The emotions are actually everywhere because your body is everywhere. There isn't this space and this distance between you and the objects. So when you have anger, it's actually life that feels it. But what it feels like in awakening is that you drop back into your body. So when you feel anger, in one way you could say there is anger in the solar plexus, but it's also life has that anger. In the direct moment of it, anger is everywhere. And it feels like my attention went from here to dropping into the body, and then this expansiveness. And the feelings of the body are, to me, more important than the thinking about the situation. The thinking is important, but feelings come first. I mean, if you think about it, feelings, not just emotional feelings, but all senses, are way more important than just thinking. So thinking, if you think of thinking as another sense, so instead of 5 senses, you have 6 senses. So you think of it as another sense. Like we take this thinking, this 6th sense, to be the most important thing. So when we make a choice or a decision, we do it all through thinking. But we've got 5 other senses, and then if we include the 7th of emotions, so you've got the sense of emotion, the sense of sound, touch, taste, sight, and hearing. And so when you make a choice, it's like the attention shouldn't just be in thinking. Thinking is only 1/7 of the experience. Then there's lots of others. That's just limited to our words. So there's lots of other experiences happening. So when I'm sitting with somebody, I'm more aware of what I'm feeling, or there's more attention in the feeling than there is about the thoughts about the situation. Thinking is important. I'm not saying ignore thinking, but my physical response to someone is way more important than the thoughts about someone. And it's kind of you, all of it. Your feeling about them, your thoughts about them, everything is kind of you. In the bigger sense, in the ultimate sense. Like your feeling and them are the same. It's like the sight of them and the feeling of them are the same thing. The sound of them and the feeling of them are the same thing. We're totally told to ignore emotional feelings, though. They're so super important. Like, they're not inside you, they're happening everywhere. So you could even say, when they experience anger, you experience anger. When they experience jealousy, you experience jealousy. But don't worry about it if you're getting confused. because everything you perceive about them is you on the ultimate sense, and on the bodily sense, there's nothing outside the projection of the brain. So everything that you feel and think about them is a projection of your brain.